Have fun and get it done. We're in Venice, Italy. This is AfterBuzz Amazing Race After Show.
You're tuning into the destination for TV super fan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I love me some Bruno Mars. Welcome everyone. Sing it, Desola.
Strawberry champagne all nice. Lucky for you, that's what I like.
Ooh, look at you. You can sing. I want you on my team.
Yes.
With all the singing.
Yes.
Yep. Do you see what I did there?
I did.
Do you see what I did there? I want you on the gondola singing with me. I think we'd make great harmony.
What's up, everyone?
Speaking of harmony on the gondola. We're in Italy. We're in
we
Venice,
are.
Italy. Thank you for tuning in to The Amazing Race After Show, everyone. I'm Nataly Tavidian. You can find me everywhere at Nataly Tavidian.
What is up, you guys? My name is Desola Balogun. You can find me everywhere at Desola_B. And also, you guys, I want you guys to call in like always. So call in today right now at 424-256-1633. We're also going to put the number up. But let me just say something real quick. If you're watching right now, call in. If you call in later on when it's not live, then you might not get an answer, and we might not be here. So yeah, so call in now and get in those chats. And last but not least, Dan's not here, but he will be back very soon.
He's on his way to Australia.
Yeah, he's going to live life.
424-256-1633. Call us. We want to hear from you. Let's get started with this episode. Have fun and get it done. A lot of fun in this episode. A lot of I don't know how to describe it, but I was just angry watching the painting. I don't know if I have that in me, painting the masks.
It looked like it took a lot of work.
I was getting very frustrated, yes, I was getting really frustrated watching that. It starts off with Becca saying, and we were talking to Joey about this last week of Team Mom and Dad, Becca saying, the goal is to beat Joey and Tara to the bottom. So it seems like...
Beat them to the bottom?
Beat them to the bottom.
What does that mean?
I beat them.
Okay.
They're all looking out. Okay. They're all looking out for them. Remember, they're all racing to see which bus they're gonna get on. There was the party bus, and then there's two buses. The episode starts off with two buses, and whoever arrives there first hops on. Specific number.
I do. Didn't they get there first? Or
they were there. They were
not
among
first,
the first.
but one of the few first.
They were among the first.
Yeah.
So Joey and Tara, definitely a team that everybody's looking out for. And I feel like the boys, everyone's kind of watching them.
I feel like no one cares about them anymore. I feel like in the beginning they were very strong and everyone was like, oh my god, but now I feel like they're not really on anyone's mind, except the fact that they came in first place now.
Yeah.
But that's the first time since.
Yeah.
And we've had how many episodes? 7? 6?
This is 7.
A lot.
This is 7. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, even they said it. They were like the contenders to beat in the first couple of episodes or somewhere in the middle. And Matt and Redmond, I feel like they're really stepping it up. They're stepping up their game in this episode. Redmond was saying, they got sidetracked a couple of times because of navigational issues, and they really wanted to win this leg. So
good
congrats, Matt and Redmond, for winning this
They
one.
did choose the weird suitcase thing. I would not have done that. Well, no, I would not have done that. No. It
But I mean,
like
they don't
really
know
hard.
going into it which one the detour is. They had the sing it or bring it.
Which one would you have done if you would have known?
The sing it. Well, duh! Didn't you hear us singing?
I mean, right? It's exactly. I was at home, no joke, and I was watching, and I was like, oh my god, if that's the singing challenge, I 100% would have done that. I wouldn't have even thought about it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they got to keep the lyrics on them.
Yeah.
I was kind of scared at first when they started singing in Italian, and I thought they had to memorize it, but they just had to be in sync.
And do it together.
Yeah.
And I wonder how long it actually was when I was watching that, because I was like, they keep making them start over, but I wonder if it was an actual quick thing or if it really did take a long time.
How many times they made them start over. Seems like all the teams that did the singing had a lot of fun doing it.
Because it was fun. The other one, it's think about it. When you go to the airport and you have more than one suitcase and you're trying to carry it, it's so irritating because it'll flip and fall and stuff, and you get so irritated. So imagine when you have 20 of them going downstairs and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So you wouldn't have brought it?
No.
Not the suitcases.
No, I would have sang it.
Carry your own suitcases to your through the complicated corridors of Venice. Venice, Italy, by the way, is my favorite place in the world.
Have you been?
I've been there. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a photo of me eating a gelato and crying. It was just tears of joy, just sitting there.
Like legit crying?
Legit, they're like they're tears of joy. I have like a smile on my face, and just my eyes are filled with tears.
I'm so mad.
Because it is just so beautiful, and I don't get emotional. Like, I don't get emotional too often. But I just had tears of joy just sitting there holding a gelato, and I really hope that these contestants had moments like that, even though they are resting. I've been sick for a weekend.
It's okay.
Doing a lot of resting. But yeah, just taking it all in. Venice.
Was it one place that you always wanted to go?
It's the one place in the world that I have always wanted to see.
Because for you to start crying eating gelato, I'm like, I love ice cream and things, but it can't be that good.
Oh no, it was amazing.
Okay.
I mean, imagine like being a kid and hearing about this floating city and just wanting to see it so badly, and having this moment. It was like 2-3 years ago where I got to go to Europe, and it was the one place in the world I've always wanted to see. So it is a beautiful place.
That's cute.
It is very. I got lost there a couple of times, so I definitely wouldn't have been able to do the.
Did you take a gondola ride?
I did. I was on a gondola with my best friend. Very romantic.
Really? Oh, I've been to Venice also.
Yeah. You have.
Yeah.
So no tears.
No, Venice in Las Vegas at the Venetian Hotel. That's where I've been. I used to work there. I was there like every single day.
Exactly.
Okay.
They got it on point.
And it looks good,
Vegas
right?
got it on point.
So,
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
I've been to Venice, okay? Venice in the States, but I've been there. I'm just saying.
Venice, California.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I've been there
The
too.
Venetian.
That one's okay. So, this episode, I heard you say something that surprised me.
Oh.
You actually agree with me on
we're gonna talk about this.
We
Yes.
are gonna. No, you didn't want to talk about it on
I
air.
was gonna keep it on the DL.
No, we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, it's
So
gonna be nice.
you can let them know, or I can let them know what
Go
you
ahead.
said.
Go ahead. Let them know what I said.
So if you guys remember, if you've been watching our show for the last few weeks, I've been saying that Brooke is a complainer. And I mean, it's okay because I'm not there, so I don't really know what she's going through, but she complains about every single thing, every little thing. And Miss Tavidian finally agrees with me and says what?
Complaining about painting. Yes.
She didn't say that. She said she complains about everything. She said she finally agrees. That's what she said. Brooke, no hard feelings. We're just.
I love Team Brooke and
just
Scott.
saying it.
I
I do
really
too.
do. I really do love
like
you
Scott.
guys. And all this time I've been giving her the benefit of the doubt, saying it's been tough. The journey's tough, and they keep catching her in these moments where she's feeling weak, and just
That's every moment. In every episode.
Okay.
I can't do it. Oh my god!
I
But everyone else
get
is
it. I mean,
doing it.
even Scott in this episode did say that Brooke, where she is right now, she's seeing the glass half full. So
He is really good at dealing with her, though.
yeah,
Honestly,
they make a good team.
They really do, because most people I feel like would get really irritated.
No, he's like cracking jokes, trying to get her
he's
to
really
cheer
good
up,
at that. So
try-
I really give him props for that, because I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be
Yeah.
really irritated all the time. I'd be like, Rick, shut, like,
I'm
I
good
would
at
just
dealing
like,
with people.
I would freak out.
We have a caller.
Ooh, welcome to the Amazing Grace after show. Who's calling
on
in?
the line?
It's Brooke.
Hey, Nataly. Hey, Desola.
Hey, who is it?
Hi, my name is Mel, and I'm calling from Brooklyn.
What's up, Mel from Brooklyn? Ooh, you're far away. How's it going? How's it going?
Going good. I'm just so happy I came across the program today while I was cooking, so I just wanted to call in and tell you what I felt about last week's episode.
Oh, we're excited to have you on. What do you think about it? How did you feel watching this Venice, Italy episode?
You know what? I think that I knew that when Vint and Ashton was sort of voted off, I knew with the drama they created, at least for me, some of the compelling part of the show. I knew when they went, it would have been a more, I guess, relaxed show. I don't want to say boring, because it just felt a little boring to me without having some, having some of her fire and some of the things that she was doing on the show. I didn't like how she.
You're talking about Vank and Ashton?
Yes.
Okay.
Thinking that I missed them last week on the episode, but it just felt a little too nice and a little too boring for me.
I agree.
Yeah, but I did like that Michael was a little, he's a little upset with Logan in London, or Logan in London, Orlando, I think is the name.
Team Lolo?
I like the part that, yes, Lolo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
like
Are
that.
you talking about how they weren't really helping each other out?
Yeah, they when he was sort of asking for help, and then he
Uh-huh.
sort of he caught that they wasn't really helpful, and he was saying that how he was helping them and they didn't help him. I like that he sort of had a little fight with him. So
Mhm.
I did enjoy that part. I did
How
enjoy
did
it,
you
but
feel about that though? Do you think that they were wrong for not helping him?
no,
Or
I didn't
actually
think that.
even lying at one point.
Yeah, I thought that Michael he was entitled to feel how he felt, but I didn't feel like they were being dirty. I think if it was Matt and Redman, I probably would have went through TV because I always feel like they sort of feel a little smug. So if it was them, I probably would have felt differently. But when they did it, I didn't feel like they were being mean. I just felt like they were being competitive. They were being very competitive in
Exactly.
that moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think they were mean, but I did like that Michael had a feeling about it, and because it makes the show a little interesting to see something happening, you know.
Mhm.
no, it's true. Who is your favorite couple other than Vank and Ashton? And you didn't say that, but since they're gone and you miss them, I'm assuming you like them. But who is your favorite couple that is still on the show?
Oh, that's on the show. I guess Team Fun. You know, they just sort of going through and having fun and doing really well. You know, they complex because I think the time when the guy messed up a little bit and she was about to, I guess she was sort of acting like she was going to punch him, but punch the air. you know, you knew that she had an edge to her. I said, oh wow, that's a little something. But I still like them. I like them very much, and I'm enjoying watching them on television. Yeah, but I would say about the show itself, the whole season, I missed the airport. I think for me, I missed the airport. I think a lot of times, even going back to season 1 or 2, I like to see the people sort of get really competitive in the airport. Who get the best flights and how they were behind 16 hours. I
not
miss
seeing a lot
also
of
them
that.
eating things.
You're right.
I miss the effect aspect of the show. So it's really quiet. For them, all the teams to be together all the time and not really be 5 hours behind or 6 hours behind or 16 hours behind and
That
come
is
back
so right.
Mhm.
yeah, it's not as
We're not seeing
dramatic.
a lot of
I didn't even
downtime.
think about that, but you made a good point because I when I was watching this, I thought to myself, like they're very like no one cares if they're first or last to the thing
Yeah.
to like the train or bus because it's all going to be around the same time anyways. They're like, oh, you
Right.
leave 15 minutes after instead of like
Right.
a real penalty. So that is a really good point because they haven't like really
Yeah.
argued about anything when it comes to flying or taking rides because it's not really a big deal.
Just
20
a
minutes
little
is
bit, not too much.
yeah, but like
though.
10, 15 minutes is like
Yeah.
nothing compared to like he said 5 hours.
Yeah, you've seen people
Right.
pull people out of cabs before and say, "You
Really?
just stole my cab." Mhm.
Yeah, well, because that's
Right.
serious. 5 hours
Yeah.
is
So-
no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that part of the show I missed, that competitive part. Plus, so the timing of just sort of the airport itself. The airport for me was a character every season.
Mhm.
So how it worked and how it worked in some people's favors and sometimes it didn't work. I mean, sometimes I was crying, in the early seasons when they were really. I was very invested in this whole show for a long time, and so when
You're
somebody
a
would
true
be 16
super
hours
fan.
behind, huh?
I said you're a true super fan.
Oh, yes. Ever since season, I think one of the most horrific challenges they ever had was season 1, where they had to go through the house, I think in India, where they had to go into the house of the rats. They had to walk in barefoot.
Oh my
I was
God.
just
And a
rewatching
two-
season 1. It's so different.
They had to walk in barefoot
Right.
with rats.
I
Yeah, they
don't
go in-
remember that one.
I probably would have quit the show.
I'm
not.
out.
I couldn't
Yeah.
have
I'm
done it.
out.
And
It's
then,
like
so
more
then
of that fear factor.
Well, that would be more
Factor.
interesting, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and this season is just, it's good. I like the people on it, but I think that some of the edge is gone. Some of the, it just doesn't have the same bite to it. Even this season with and I love your panel. I should say that because I watch every week. And I remember
Thank you.
I forget his name, but I don't get the guy from Australia.
Dan.
Dan,
yeah,
he's not here today.
yeah, loved him very much so, but he was saying how he hated the season with the
social media influencers.
That's right. That's right. But at least that season, you saw some of the I agree with him though, because it just seemed too cheesy. But
Mhm.
and that's saw people eating things. They were competitive in the airports, and we're not getting that this season. We really not.
I agree.
I think
I was
we're
just
getting
telling
just
her
a little bit of it though. There was the delicacy that they ate.
that was fish.
Yeah.
That's like eating sushi. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
And-
there's
and it had
a
salt
little-
on it.
There's very little bit of it. Did you talking about Team Mike and Liz? Did you notice how annoyed Liz was at Brooks complaining and not helping her with the painting?
Yeah, I did. I did see that, and I agree with you all. I mean, Scott has to be a saint to not have, more bigger reactions. I guess, like you said, if he did, it would just the whole train would go off the trail. To really get into it, because she's like nails on the chalkboard, honey. I mean, oh my gosh, that woman is playing all the time. She claims she.
It's true.
She tried to complain about a cup of water. I mean, really complains too much. So what can you do with it except for what Scott doing? But you know what? When he was there, I saw the episode. He made he explained the joke about that fish. They were talking about the fish. He said it tasted creamy and salty, honey. That thing made me laugh. Because he explained. Then it was a dirty joke. He explained it. I loved it. Oh my goodness.
He definitely broke down a lot for us.
He's great.
He did a great job here.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. And you sound like I need to watch the show. Like, you want to go back and watch season 1 now after you mentioned the rats, because that's crazy.
Yeah, I was rewatching it too. It's so different.
Yeah, Hulu is what I think I watched all the shows when it was on live, but I've been watching on Hulu since January, so that's why I'm more up to date with some of the past seasons. I just watched them all over again just to see areas I might want to travel to, because it's almost like a postcard,
cool.
the things you want to do and experience. So, yeah, I am a fan. I've been a fan for a long time.
I definitely do think this season is very, very unique, though, in the relationships that they're building. Like, they've really never done anything like this, and I think a lot of viewers are liking seeing the dynamics with the different teams.
You know what? Yeah, I do like, I forgot about that part. Thank you. I do like the fact that they did do it with strangers. I do like that.
Complete
strangers. I just wish if they would have showed a little more gross eating or gross things in the airport, it would have took this season over the top. But I think that the characters, the people who are there, are not boring. I just think that the show itself is the way it's edited and the way it's put together is a little boring, but the people itself are entertaining. And I do believe, like you said, I like the strangers, but I think that if they had, again, more grosser things, more intenseness, more competition, and the airport is his own character.
You want to see that relationship building.
Yes. Oh, okay.
You want to see how they're making these alliances, and there are a lot of alliances.
Hopefully there's some producers listening or that are going to stumble upon this for next season, because there's more seasons to come.
Yes.
But thank you so much for calling in. We're going to check out I'm going to check out some of the old seasons because of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for your input.
Thank you.
We appreciate you watching.
I'm continuing to watch right now. Thank you so much.
Great. Thanks. Bye.
All right, so
he really knows
great
his
input.
stuff.
Great input. So the detour, sing it or bring it. We said we really enjoyed watching the singing.
I did.
The bring it was it was tough to watch, but
it was just like.
Oh, and I love this part, and I was tweeting both Tara and Joey about this. Tara is just so witty, by the way, with just everything. She's so witty. She called Joey Giuseppe, and she said, "You're doing great, Giuseppe," when they were carrying the suitcases. Did you notice that? It was just really quick. I tweeted her, and I was like, "Did you just call him Giuseppe?" And Joey was like, "Yep, that's my name for the rest of the season." So he's Giuseppe.
Oh, that was when they were going down the stairs.
Yes, when they were going down the stairs. And then when she was painting, I think this just totally got to my heart. And with Mother's Day coming, happy Mother's Day. I feel like Tara is she definitely has grown on me on the seasons, and she's one of my favorites right now, and I love, love, love what she said. I quoted her somewhere. I put a heart over here. While she was painting, she said, "If only I had time to take a painting class. Instead, I'm changing diapers, I'm grocery shopping, and along with being in the army."
I remember her saying that.
So she is just superwoman, and I wanted to give her a shout out and say Happy Mother's Day to Tara.
Hey Tara, happy Mother's Day.
And say you are killing it on the show. So definitely had to point that out. That really got to me. I love that, and she did a great job painting. With that roadblock, the masked intentions. That was a tough one. That looked tough.
I thought that it was funny because Brooke came in and she didn't bother me at all. I thought she was actually funny. She came in asking people questions and stuff, and no one wanted to help her, and she ended up finishing before a lot of them.
Yeah, she did.
And I was like, that's what I'm talking about, Brooke. They don't want to help you, which I understand because I wouldn't help you either. But they don't want to help you. Show them. She said, "Let me just check and see if it's okay." And the lady said, "Bellissimo," and she's like, "Oh my god." Yeah. She started. She's so dramatic. And
she wanted the lady demonstrating the painting to start over. She was complaining about how she didn't see it from the beginning, but she did it. She got it done. Liz was tough to watch in that roadblock.
She,
But
like,
another
broke down
another
almost.
thing that, got to my heart was that Liz was thinking about her partner the entire time. She wants to win this for Mike. She wants to win this for Mike and Mike's kid. And that's what she was
I'm not
thinking
gonna
of.
lie. I rolled my eyes when she said that.
You did.
I'm not like the whole like cliche lovey-dovey type of person. So when
No.
people say stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, stop. So she
No.
was like, the host said, so why did it hurt you so
Yeah.
much, and why did you want to win? I couldn't stop thinking about Mike and his daughter, and I was just like, oh God, if you don't go somewhere,
I feel like
please.
that elevates it more when your teammate is a stranger. I think it'd be easier to be like, well, yeah, I lost with my best friend. I get it. But
But
if
you mean
it's
because-
a complete stranger, you're like, I don't want this person to lose because of me.
No, I guess it makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like the, you know what I mean by the cliche like statements. I'm just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool, like whatever, no one cares. Speaking of Mike though,
You have a comment?
he's sour. He's very sour.
You think so?
He is. He's just. I feel like
He doesn't come off as very warm for you?
no. What do you mean? No. I mean, not as a regular person. I don't know him and stuff, but
As a competitor.
as a competitor, not all the time, but he has an attitude at least once an episode.
Yeah.
And he's always wrong though. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, has he been right once? I don't think he's been right one time since he's had an attitude, like ever.
I think both Joey and Scott clarified why he was having an attitude in some.
I don't care.
certain
I don't care.
episodes,
That doesn't
but
matter to me.
No.
Because everyone.
Didn't matter that
everyone
it was Father's
has.
Day for one of them.
No,
or-
because a lot of them. Joey has kids. He has kids. Tara has kids. I mean, it's not an excuse.
Put your emotions aside. And
I'm just
compete.
saying, is it an excuse? Honestly, think about it. How many of the players
No,
have
when you're
kids
competing, no.
and significant others and everything
Yeah.
else? So I'm saying that's not an excuse for him to lash out on his teammate.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I
because
agree.
all
I
of the
agree.
lashing out is typically towards his teammate. It's not towards other teams. If it was towards other teams, it would be a little different because, you're just being competitive and saying like, no, F you or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's all towards,
The teammate.
yeah. So it doesn't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I just don't really like that. He did get mad at Team Lolo, which we know,
Yeah.
but to me, that was like a joke. And my only thing about, it's just, I feel like he spends a lot of time on the negative. Like once he gets mad, instead of just like getting over
Letting
it
it
and
go.
continuing, like
And Team Fun lets it go quickly.
yeah, and they just keep going, and that's why
Yeah.
I feel like they keep coming out on top because they
Yeah.
don't dwell on it.
I think they're one of the strongest teams
Yeah.
because they work so well together.
Yeah, I mean, Mike, on the other hand, he always goes and like talks to other people about it and complains to other people. You know what I mean? Saying, like he said, "Oh, can you believe they didn't help me?" And it's just kind of like, what do you think they're gonna say? Are they gonna
it's
say, "Oh my
getting-
God"?
There's
Like,
6 teams left. Like, I don't think this is the time to start helping.
I don't think
This is
that's
where
what
it
I'm
gets
saying. I wouldn't be
cutthroat.
helping anybody. I mean, I'd be
Yeah.
like I would do what Team Lolo did. She did right on the painting when Liz asked, "Oh, am I doing it right?" And she's like, "Oh, she's like, yeah, it looks
I'm
looks
just
fine."
winging it.
And instead of like ignoring her
Yeah.
or being rude, she was
Yeah.
just kind of like, "Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look,
And she
you
was
do
like,
you."
she is doing this all wrong.
Yeah, that was bad. I mean, she didn't. I wouldn't have said that in the interview. I'd have just been like, I didn't know what she was
I
doing.
loved it.
You know. But let's get to
Loved
the
it.
chats real quick. It's lighting up. So, Dream Queen says, I've been catching up a lot with the older seasons of The Amazing Race on Hulu. Hulu, a lot of shout outs for you today. And this season doesn't even compare to the drama of the previous seasons. Okay.
I agree.
Tiago Bochat says, based on the preview, I would say that Brooke and Scott will U-turn Liz and Michael, or maybe Team Fun because it worked like Tara and Joey were pissed and calling them cowards. They
Okay.
did in the preview. Somebody was mad. And then, last but not least, Ramsey Jeremy says, the show is edited a lot. I'm not doubting you, but it's possible that it was just edited out, talking about the drama, saying, how do you know? Well, obviously, there's a lot of editing, but from what they're showing, they don't
Yeah.
feel like there's as much drama.
What did you think about the team that came up top?
Matt and Redmond,
Yeah.
good for them. They
Totally
weren't.
stepping it up. This was one of their strongest legs.
Yeah, I think that they were fine. They didn't have to like be rude to anyone like they have been previously, or play the game in a not so fair way, to come out on top. So good for them.
I think Liz and Michael got very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Yeah, I thought they were gone. I was like, bye.
Yeah. Nope, this is a continue racing leg. So, but next week they'll get, I believe it's a roadblock. So nobody gets
Honestly-
eliminated, but they get another roadblock. So they're
honestly,
gonna have
I
to
think-
really, really fight.
I think they're going home because they always come in last. So if they get at a roadblock, I mean, they're not gonna. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Is
I
this
wouldn't.
our predictions? Is that what's happening right now?
Well, I mean, we can. You want to predict
Let's
now?
do it. Let's get into
All right, you guys, we're
predictions.
predicting.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV Predictions.
All right, Liz and Michael. They're not eliminated. They came in last. This is a continue racing leg. Go.
Liz and Michael, you guys work. I was gonna say you guys work well together. Anyways, no, you don't. But I don't know what to think about you guys next week. I really feel like you're going to go home, being that you do have a roadblock, only because they do come in last pretty much all the time. So adding something else is not going to help the situation. But hopefully not. It'll be cool to see something different and see like someone else go home instead of them, just because it'd be like, oh my God, we won't be expecting that. But based on history and based on Mike's attitude and based on and he was getting an attitude in the preview again. So what do you expect about directions, which he was wrong about before?
I think there's going to be a U-turn. I believe the previews showed that there's a U-turn next episode. So we'll see if it's the U-turn that sends the team home or if the roadblock is going to send Liz and Michael home. I don't know who's getting the U-turn. It looked like it was Team Brooke and Scott. So I don't know.
Who do you think's going to go home?
I have no idea. Don't ask me that.
Oh, you don't think anyone really? You don't know?
Oh, no. I'm with you on Liz and Michael if it's the roadblock, but I have a feeling the team that gets U-turned will go home. And sadly, it looked like Brooke and Scott.
I kind of want to see them win for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I really want Team Fun to win.
They're all growing on us.
I want Team Fun to win just because they have not been irritating at all.
Yeah.
They really are just in the game.
Yeah.
And they're great. So I want them to win, but I really want like Brooke and Scott to at least come
but Tara and Joey. Those are like the competitors nobody really is talking about.
They are, but I want Team Fun to win.
Everybody is looking out for.
Just because they're fun.
They're fun.
And they play the game. Team Fun plays the game how it should be played with the teammates and everyone else.
But
with the teammates, they're not. If something happens, it happens. We're gonna put it in line, and they keep it moving. You know what I mean? They're not. Telling.
Communication.
Yeah, they're not telling other teams about it. They're not complaining about it. They're just doing what they need to do.
Yeah.
And I love that about them. So I feel like if anything, they'll deserve to win because they're just stand-up people.
Yep, I agree.
I love you all.
I agree. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, you can find me everywhere at Nataly Tavidian.
And you can find me everywhere at Desola_B. Let me spell that for you. DAYSHOLA_B. And also, remember, get in those chats. Let us know what you think after the fact when you really sit down and let the after show marinate. You know what I'm saying? And don't call because we're not going to be here. Thanks for watching, you guys. See you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.